Hey there, this is a stupid Belgian, at least someone living in Belgium, in Europe, and we're about to get fucked big time by some people here. And I want you to hear my story, what I think is happening. And I'm not a real captain, I'm just an old man, but a very angry young man. So, listen. Trump, he supposedly enjoyed a golden shower in Moscow, and Putin supposedly has the tape in his safe. So there were all kinds of rumors that he was grabbed by the balls by Putin and therefore he couldn't move. So then came Biden. Now Biden, of course, was the savior, only he too is being held by the balls. But he's held by the balls by his own military-industrial complex and by the people who want to destroy the world just for their money, just for their assets, just for their oil, just to be able to kill as many people as possible, including in Africa, including in India. And we would be stupid if we would let that happen. Because what they are doing, they have installed some kind of a puppet who made a fucking show of the servant of the people. I spit on that show because it was totally in order to mislead the people of Ukraine into electing him, not knowing that he was just a puppet on a string from higher interests. And now everybody seems to say, well, but Ukraine, it's a sovereign country, you cannot let this dirty old bear Putin attack it. Well, I'll tell you what I think. They gave it the green light behind the scenes. And if you don't believe me, I think you have to consider this. Hunter Biden, the son of the president, he was in Ukraine in the port of Burisma gas company. And one day he brings his burned little laptop with all dirty things about him. He brings it to a little repair shop. And there they discover all kinds of dirty things. Also about the president and about all the things he was trying to fix in Ukraine. So, also Biden is grabbed by the balls, but this time it is by people like Mark Milley. This is probably one of the dangerous men in the whole world. By coincidence, Mr. Shinzo Abe is killed, murdered, by an ex-marine of the Japanese army with a self-made weapon. And just 2 days ago, by coincidence, Ivana Trump is killed. So maybe I'm seeing ghosts here, but what I think is the plan. The plan is to let Ukraine fight as long as it can until it's completely destroyed, and the Americans will be standing on the other side of the Atlantic, pushing them into making further progress, avoiding to bring boots to the ground. And the Europeans, they are already busy with sacrificing their complete economy. The fantastic German industry without gas, the people having cold in the winter, that's what is awaiting to us all from Mr. Oil, high oil, high oil, high oil. So while we are thinking, what should we do now to warm ourselves? In America, they are doing like this, at least the guys who are in the exploitation of shale gas, with which they are poisoning their own ground. And also weaponry, of course. I mean, Angela Merkel was just gone. Maybe the top politician of our century. And there comes this little gnome, and he starts to make go along with jokes that they make about Putin around the table with that blunt sucker fucker asshole of Boris Johnson, who came to power thanks to Google Analytics, thanks to whatever it was, but a manipulation of the people's minds, big time. After Ukraine, obviously the real pride or the real bounty will be the former Soviet Union completely. And then the USA will have, as a sphere of influence, from Alaska over Canada, the Atlantic Ocean, the vassal states of Europe, the whole former Soviet Union, and then to shake hands with Sandra Palin, I guess. And then it's not even finished, or it could even start earlier, because the real big prize is China, of course. So what we are noticing, what we are seeing here, is not a fight about democracy. Come on, is there a country less democratic than the United States? All the politicians, or 90% of them, are in the pockets of special interests. And the people are manipulated all the time because they don't even see what's going on, apparently. They are so much urged to fight with one another, the blacks with the whites and the Latinos with the Jews and whatever it is. And then they make some fucking smoke. Oh, we are so progressive because we're going to save the abortion rights. Yeah, Miss Cheney, oh, you are going to save our democracy because you are sitting there and going about the capital rate. Oh, let me remind you, I'm not in favor of this capital right, but I can remember that there was no weaponry used by those people in a country where every citizen has averagely 1.5 guns. So think about that also. Now, China, don't think that I am defending China or Russia here. China is one of the worst dictatorships in the world. They have, on a population of 1.4 billion, they have 95 million party members, and most of those people, they are just, like the collaborators in the Nazi period in Europe. They just do it to keep their job or to get a job or whatever. But this society is sick. It's like in Europe now, like in the States, it's full of cameras, mass surveillance, mass incarceration, no freedom of speech at all. But this is the elites of China, like it is the elites of the United States and the elites of Europe who are bringing us to the brink of destruction. Instead of taking care of the planet to make sure that we still will have water and clean air and that our children will not fry, what do? They make this fucking conflict just to continue to exploit and sell their oil. And I got carried away a little bit there, but I think the only solution is that in spite of the very oppressive, suppressive systems that exist in the United States, in Russia, and in China, that the people have to stand up for themselves and say enough is enough. We don't want this bloody war. We don't want a war which is also having as purpose to decimate the population, starving the Africans. Is that the plan? And maybe keep some nice spots like Venice and the Virgin Islands to have some fun on an island. So, I give you fair warning here. You will get your hands off my planet, asshole! To the Europeans now. I was very proud when the European Union chose a Belgian, Mr. Van Rompuy, as the first president of the Council. And he was lucky enough to be able to receive the Nobel Peace Prize on behalf of the European Union. Now, the actual president, Mr. Charles Michel, he makes me less proud. He is what they called in the Belgian Congo a chichi boy. A chichi boy is a boy that is helping the lady of the house during shopping trips carry the bags. That was what it was. And that's what he is. He is just there to, like a slave, do whatever they tell him. To make everyone believe that the EU and NATO is one thing. Well, it's not. And if they continue like this, the EU will cease to exist. And by the way, do they have children too? I have grandchildren. I think many of you have that. So now is the time to stand up for them. It's not a good idea as an older generation to think it will last during our time, because that might be a grave mistake. I thank you for listening. Bye-bye.
Everyone can see what's going on. They laugh cause they know they're untouchable, not because what I said was wrong. If it may rain, I will live by my own policies. I will sleep with a clear conscience. I will sleep in peace. Maybe it sounds mean, but I really don't think so. You asked for the truth and I told you